I'm Matt. I got into riding kind of through the pandemic like a lot of other people did. I have 5 boys and they all wanted to start mountain biking. So we just kind of found some bikes, and there's so much mountain biking around Kansas City that we just were like, okay, let's dive into this stuff. We were biking and I was a super heavy smoker, and that was my jam, like smoking and coffee. Lung capacity, you couldn't breathe. You might throw up at the end of your ride, things like that, where you're like, obviously this is affecting me physically. Now I can actually see the physical effects of it. I can't continue to enjoy this with my kids unless I make this decision and this drastic change in like who I was kind of. And so I just picked a day, and it was November 29th, 2020. It was 11 o'clock on the 29th at work. I took my last smoke break and I was like, all right, that's it. And it was a struggle. It wasn't easy. Smoking for 28 years. But eventually, I got to the point where I was riding more and more. Didn't really have the cravings anymore and stuff like that. And then I was able to spend all that time with my kids. We live in a society where physical activity is really not normal anymore, right? Spend a lot of time on the screens. We do that. But when you take your kids out, whether it's hiking or biking or whatever it is, you're outside, you're enjoying the world that God made. You're purposefully taking the time to be active and build a relationship with your kids. Teenage kids, if they're ever like, hey, Pop, do you want to go do something? If you don't drop and say, yes, let's go do it right now, you miss that opportunity.